show, and tonight I have a very, very special guest. Absolute privilege to have this fantastic buddy back, and a great artist, great songwriter and musician, Kris Bullock. He's coming on just very, very shortly. And to say to you guys here, whatever it is you're doing, you need to stop out there. You need to stop. You need to watch this show, no matter if you're at work. I mean, it is quite interesting actually, isn't it? Because people have been saying to me even today, I can't watch the show sometimes because I'm at work. There's an easy thing to do. I've worked this out. I've been thinking all week what to do. So you go around with your phone like this. Okay, so you're probably watching the show on your phone. Yeah, you're probably doing this. And what you do is you go around with a notepad and pen. And what we do is we put this together, and you go around and you're just looking at this, like you're looking at work, and you're scratching your head thinking, oh, these figures, these everything like this. You're looking at all these figures and stuff, and you think, oh, it's hard work. But really, you're looking at the show. So that we're finding ways, guys, for you to be able to watch the show and everybody to think that you're having a fabulous time. Okay, how's that? I think we'll do a bit of intro music, then we come back to this. Well, very good evening to you. Very good evening to you. I hope you're having a wonderful little day there. So as we were saying, just for the break there is, just for the music rather, is sometimes what we need to go and do if you're going through your day thinking, I can't watch the show because I'm at work or things like this here, just get a notepad, get your phone, put it on the front page there and earphones in, and just sort of look at the pad and scratch your head like you're trying to do the accounts or something like this, or maybe you're doing other calculated lists like stock control, things like this. You just think, hey, how do I watch the show? This is what you do. See, so you just bypass the boss. It just looks like you're having a great day. I mean, even if you're decorating, like Sally Mardell does sometimes, you just paint your paintbrush down, you just watch the show. That's it. That's it. Even if you're making soaps, such as Susanna does, just stop. Just stop this now. Stop this hard work and just watch the show. And even if you're the producer, keep going. Keep going. Keep doing the show. Anyway, so tonight we got a lovely show lined up for you guys here, and this is what we'd like you guys to do. If you'd like to share this show as it goes live there. If you would like to subscribe, if you're coming in from YouTube, or even go onto YouTube and subscribe to the channel there, because it's totally free. It just gets our figure ratings out there. And also just saying hello to you guys here. You're all coming in now. Lovely to see you all. Lovely. And yes, so tonight, Susanna says, love the shows, Phil. We love you being on. We love you being on. Kris is going to come on. I tell you what, I think we've got a bit of a joker to start with. Jokey thing he's going to start with the show like he did last time. Do you remember his teeth? Yeah. Oh, dear God. Look like mine. Anyway, what else we want to bring into the show here for you guys, for you to enjoy? Oh, yes, we also like to say here, we've had some interest. It's going to be watching in from Harbour Radio, which is in Norfolk or Suffolk. There is maybe Suffolk, but you guys, thank you very much for joining us. And also here, just to let you know, this is very much a time of personal change we're going through, isn't it? Very much a time of this energy, just like, whoa, where are we? Some people are in a very difficult situation with losing jobs. Some people breaking out from relationships, things like this, and some people just having change in their lives. And that's the thing. The thing here is we need to have change. Taz, hi, good evening to you. Good evening, and good evening to everybody else who's joining us already. And wherever you are around the world, just lovely to see you. Welcome you onto the show. As you notice, the time we come onto the show is an hour earlier. This is a new time now. We start at 8 o'clock in Spain and 7 o'clock in the UK. And I think we come to all the time that we would just like you to say. In fact, this is where we're going out there in our little world. I'm just going to, just move my screen down a little bit and move that one across there. Yes, there we go. This is just, see, yes, it'll be music. So I think it's about time. Are you ready to clap? Are you ready to clap? Are you going to give a big round of applause? Are you going to start clapping now? You're going to start clapping now because coming up very soon. Okay. Can I hear you guys clapping? I think it's about time we brought on Kris. Dear God, what the heck is that? Dear God, what the heck is that? What are you up to, man? What are you up to? You're a crazy man. Where the hell did I get you from? Where the hell? Oh dear. Oh dear. Loads of people joining in, and the producer says, I can see you, honey monster. Hello from Suffolk. And we've also got Karen Canavan joins in, and she says a very good evening. It's lovely to see everybody joining in. So, Kris, how are you, my friend? How are you?
God, I'm wearing a bunch of bandages after last weekend.
Okay.
With all these energetic shifts that we went through.
Oh, the shifts. Now, guys, would you be able to rate to this here? Because there is a lot of energy changing its focus now and changing its style. And yes, we're going through these. We've had 3 eclipses rammed home to us that changes afoot. So tell us a little bit about the bandages you'll be wearing there, Kris. How would you experience those bandages there?
Well, you know, since getting into this work a little bit, you can kind of hear it in my voice, can't you? I'm still trying to recuperate from that. But I've gotten used to the roller coaster ride with these types of things where you go from I don't want to say this one didn't have any highest of highs, but it definitely had one of those moments where I was like, all right, all I'm going to do is get my affairs in order, then figure out a way to kind of get my 3D exit plan out of the way.
Okay. 3D exit
plan. That was probably Friday.
Good.
And I got to tell you, looking at some of the things that other energy workers have said too, they've kind of went through that same thing.
Yeah.
But when that happens, though, what's in the beauty of this kind of stuff is that when you know that it's coming, or you know that that's what it is, you can kind of disassociate from that and become the witness to it rather than actually having to participate in it fully, if that makes some sense.
Perfect sense. I love the interpretation there. And often we pick up the energies around us and we're thinking it's us. We're thinking it's me. And it's not. It's just energy. And what we're being asked to do is to respond to it in the way that we choose to and the way we want to. And it's interesting, as you're saying there, it's viewing life going by, but actually being the third person is standing back and saying, what part do I want to play in this? But the energy is not you. That's a very, very big thing, I think, that we have discussed through as we go through tonight. I'm sure people want to come through and say, yes, I've been feeling loads of different experiences, loads of different things, and maybe if people want to say how they've been feeling, let us know where they're from as well, where you guys are coming in from, whether you're coming from the UK, Europe, Spain, America, wherever it is you're coming in from tonight, or even Australia, New Zealand, because I know some of you guys are coming into the show now as well. So yes, very much about this flow of energy coming in, and we're being asked to change to it. Yes.
Well, like you said too, Phil, before, a lot of this stuff, it's almost as though it's being purged out of us. So it's kind of coming to the surface, and then we just have to release it. And hopefully, in this major change that we're going through right now, it may be some of the last times that we have to feel some of the things that we're feeling.
We're coming to that in just a moment. In fact, I'll ask you guys out there, thank you very much for joining in tonight. Thank you very much for joining Cafe Clairvoyance. This is my great guest tonight, Kris Bullock from the USA, Pennsylvania, I think you're in at the moment. Pennsylvania?
Yep.
So you guys out there, if I start off by saying this to you guys, how many of you guys have been feeling frustrated? How many of you guys have been feeling anxious, angry? How many of you guys just felt like this is a complete change? Maybe feeling like you're being overwhelmed in some respect. Just let us know how you're feeling there. We'll react to this. And I know we're going to have a great show tonight. And as we talk about this, Susanna says here, just missed that. She says here that she says, yes, so true. So true. We got other people coming in. Tonya, good evening to you, Tonya. Very, very good evening to you. And also Susanna here, she says, yes, definitely. I know what you mean by that. I know what you mean by that. I know exactly where you're coming from. So we're going through these energy shifts, we're going through these changes, and it's how we see this. And sometimes here it's drawing people to absolute distraction, thinking the relationships are ending, something new is beginning, perhaps something new is on the cards here. But the feeling here is, as you're explaining here, Kris, and I totally get this, is we are going through this shift and sometimes wondering, how the heck do we handle this? Because we're not used to it. Not used to this way the stuff is going on at the moment. I think this is interesting what you're saying.
Yeah, and I almost so you have pre-shocks, and then you have the event, and then you have aftershocks when you have something like, say, an earthquake. And I think not to do the reach around and pat ourselves on the back, but I think a lot of us in this kind of community, this isn't our first rodeo, but it might be one of the most intense that we've been through through this whole cycle. So when you get in tune with what it's like, that's probably the biggest thing for me, was what I had said earlier, was learning how to just disassociate from it.
Yeah.
And not make it personal.
Mm-hmm.
And this also came from, you remember the cleanse that we did?
Yes.
For those people in the audience, used to do cleanse and detox programs for people 10 years ago. We're actually going to release a 10-year anniversary edition in the next couple of weeks. We can talk about that later. But one of the things we used to coach people through is, when you go through the emotional detox, which when you're going through a liquid cleanse and you're doing an alkaliarian cleanse, you have the physical side at the beginning, which it's pretty easy to identify what that is. But sometimes when you're going through the emotional cleanse, which I think these energies that come in, these higher vibrational frequency energies that come in, they kind of cause things to kind of shake out of us, or however you want to describe it. Normally what happens, and what we would coach people through, is when you're experiencing the emotions in the cleansing or in normal life, what normally happens is some external event happens, or you think about something happens, then that causes you to feel a certain way, and then you assign a meaning to it. But the thing to be careful about when you're going through a cleanse and detox like we're going through right now is the emotion comes up first. And the trap not to get in is looking around and go, what just happened to cause me to feel this way?
Yeah.
Because you're probably going to be thinking about your life in some way or another. And if you just happen to be thinking about your relationship, or you're thinking about your job or your financial situation, you go, oh, well, then you might be able to, those energies can stick to certain things. And it's not that they're going to stick and they're going to hang around forever. They're on their way out, but it may cause sort of like a purging hangover, where it takes a couple days to just kind of shake it off and be like, okay, that's gone now. So
yeah, I think
to jump in.
Yeah, no, I think it's brilliant. I think what I was going to jump in to say here is that we pick up those emotions and immediately we try to assume they belong somewhere. We have assumptions.
Right.
They attach to certain things. They think, oh, it's this that's wrong in my life, or it's that that's wrong in my life, and they're just unexplainable things. So it's interesting through this. I think I love a great word, purge. We've got this purge coming out of ourselves. We've got these emotions coming up, which is changing. We've also got the eclipse energy, which has been going by. We've had 3 eclipses. So we're almost like going that way with energy here, energy coming out of ourselves, energy changing through the eclipses, and to be mindful that sometimes what you've got to be at this moment is just be. Just be. And that's a hard thing to say to people. I'm feeling this is wrong, that's wrong. Hang, whoa. Slow down. When we say things are like this, maybe sometimes what we need to do is just just slowly let things come and go, and find that those associations that we used to have aren't necessarily associations we think they are. Very wise words, Kris. Wise words from you, dear sir. And that's interesting, because I do remember the spiritual cleanse. I was over there with you in America over 10 years ago. And yes, crikey, it's 13 years ago, I think. 14. Dear God, you haven't changed one bit.
Neither of you.
Thank you very much. Oh.
We'll exchange 20s later.
Don't forget, Cafe Clairvoyance. With the Clairvoyance, you need a coffee or water, whatever. And it's interesting with the spiritual. It's interesting with the spiritual cleanse there, because that was to get your body more alkaline, and that's interesting because that was over 13, 14 years ago. But now this is going to come back in big time. More and more people are wanting to go vegan or vegetarian. More and more people are turning more spiritual than what they've ever done before, and people are looking for something which means something, which has a meaning to it. And I believe, as always here, I may be biased, but I feel here that doing something that resonates from yourself, from your heart, from yourself, is the truth, is the right way. Yes. Anyway, how's that? Is that good?
Yeah, I kind of wanted to tack on one last thing. One of the symptoms too of that, aside from the weird trippy dreams, which are really fun at times too, is a couple days later after the whole thing happens, you kind of know it's that when you look back and go, man, I can't really identify with the feelings I was feeling a couple days ago when I was going through that tumultuous cycle.
Yeah.
It's almost as though at the time it feels so real, but then a couple days later you look back on it and go, I just, where was I?
Yeah.
Mentally.
Yeah. It's a funny thing, isn't it? What was going on? And it's noticing here, it's not you. It's not you.
Yeah.
Just you responding to energy. You respond to energy at that time. Amazing. Okay, right. Now, yes, okay, it's just gone past 8:15 here in Spain. It's 7:15 just gone in the UK. What's the time over with you, Kris?
It's 2:17.
2:17. Okay, for you guys on the eastern seaboard, it's 2:17. For you guys earlier on, it's probably about 9 o'clock in the morning. You're just getting up. So I know some of you guys like to come over. This is just for you guys on the California side. just waking you up there. Just wake you up. Okay, let's go
more like beer 30 over there.
let's go have a look and see what's going on in the Cafe Clairvoyance group and see what the producer's up to, what she's doing. Oh yeah, they're being whipped and flogged. That's good. That always keeps the group in order. See, got to keep you guys in order there. Oh dear. So yes, this is the time here. Just going to grab myself another little coffee, I think. Thank you very much. That'll do. Thank you very much. Cheers. Anyway, right, yes, here's a producer. She's running around. She's running around giving the questions there. Now, if you guys would like a reading out there, we've already got some readers that have been pre-booked, if I call it that, because some of you guys wrote in earlier. If any of you would like a reading out there, this is what you need to do. We ask you to do. Can you put a name? Can you just write in with a question and a favourite colour? That's all we want you to do. Question and favourite colour, and your name will automatically come up, and then we'll do a reading for you. And your reading will consist of a little bit of mediumship, a little bit of tarot cards, and also a song. How's that? So this is what we like you guys to do. There's write in with a question, favourite colour. So we want question, colour, one question, one colour. One question, one colour, and your name will come up anyway, and we'll do a reading for you. How's that? Okay, Kris, I gather you'd like to sing a song, and I think that we'll talk about this before the show, and I thought, wow, how fitting. I think this song will just be amazing, and I'll hand over to you, sir, to sing that song. How's that?
Sure thing. Actually, we can talk about this song in terms of manifestation here after we get done.
Yes, let's do that first of all, if you like. Yeah.
Yeah. This song is one of the nice surprises that came out when I was releasing my EP. Anybody that wants to go download it after we're done here, you can get it at krisbullock.com. I'll throw a link up at
Thank
the
you
end of the
very much.
show.
That'll be great.
Cafe Clairvoyance.
That'll be great.
It's called Never a Good Goodbye. We're going to do it. Yeah, we're going to do this. Hopefully, we're saying goodbye to some of these energies that are being purged out.
Okay.
How's that?
Sounds good.
Okay, good.
That's in tune. Good.
I'll never forget the day that we said goodbye, and how I love died so unexpectedly, but we both knew that it could end that way. If we could take back time, would we change our minds? And would you still be mine forever and ever? Or is that just me indeed now? 'Cause nothing lasts forever, and there's never a good goodbye. Yeah, nothing lasts forever, and there's never a good goodbye. I'll always remember the way that we made love every night of the week. Yeah, from the day we met, you knew just how to bring me down to my knees. You tasted so fine, and I'd take my time. I thought you were mine forever and ever, but I know that that was just my foolish pride. 'Cause nothing lasts forever, and there's never a good goodbye. Yeah, nothing lasts forever, and there's never a good goodbye. I tasted my regrets, and I learned to accept that you're no longer mine, and I'll never feel you lying there next to my side. 'Cause nothing lasts forever, and there's never good goodbye. Yeah, nothing lasts forever, and there's never good goodbye.
Wow. What can I say? That was fantastic. Little hoot from over here. Now, Mandy wrote in, she said, almost forgot this was on. Now, hiya, lovelies. Now, there's a real hunk of beef. Okay, beautiful song. Now, I think she's talking about that one. Yes, okay, that's lovely. So that's a song about endings. That's a song about moving on. And yet there are some times you move on from something and actually it's a positive thing. And I actually did a reading for a lady tonight, and she was actually so happy that she could move on from a situation that she was with someone in, and recognise here that the best thing they could do was be positive about this, go their own ways, but now they're in a better place. Both in a better place. And sometimes that stuff happens. I think that stuff really happens. So sometimes things don't work out, but they can move on. Wow. And even Paul says, love the song, memories. And Mandy says here, very true. Yes, so true. Yes. Nothing is ours forever. Oh, crikey. Nothing is ours forever. But I think here, but Betty says here, she's not that far from you. She's just down the road. She's in Anchorage. Chris, it's only just down the road for you, isn't it, Chris?
35 hours.
It's only just
walk across the parking lot.
Anchorage. In Alaska. And so absolutely wonderful. Beautiful song. And Chris, we can see you're going to go miles. Absolutely. Well, do you do miles or kilometers over there?
Both.
Okay. All right, then. You're going to go kilometers and miles, and a long way with songs like that. It's absolutely fantastic. That was lovely. Oh, dear. Sally says, yes, sad, but true. Betty just says, yep. Yep, that's it. Sometimes things have to move on. Okay, we're coming up to 26 minutes past 8, and I think here we're going to get to that part of the show. I think we're going to call the cavalry in and say, you guys, if you'd like a reading tonight, then I think we need to get going because it's coming to that time. So if you'd like a reading, get them in now quickly, or else you'll have to wait until next time, whenever that is. Yeah, here comes the cavalry. Thanks, guys. You did that without even moving your lips there, Chris. That was amazing. Yeah. Press those hearts and share the love. Yep, that's what we'd like you to go and do. And, okay, let's go straight over to Cheryl. Now, Cheryl here, very nice lady, she's written in. She said her colour is grey. And she says, which changes in my life are going to be the most exciting? So she's going through... changes, and they're good here. And as I'm actually talking about this, actually giving a reading for Cheryl, Betty says here, moving on is good. So, okay, yes, I really believe that sometimes you can move on from situations in a very positive way. We just need to say ourselves there. So, Cheryl, good evening to you. And I think you're in good old sunny Bedfordshire. Okay, so which changes in my life are going to be the most exciting? So when we think about change here, and we're going through this process of personal change, purging, coming out from those old ways there. The eclipse energies go through. Mars going off into Aries and Venus now going forwards in Gemini. Whoa, everything is hitting us from all directions. And let's have a little look here, just the cards and see what they want to say. And it's interesting here because I think here, Cheryl, you've been a big listener in your life. But sometimes when you're a listener or you observe everybody else, sometimes it's a bit of a struggle sometimes when we have to focus on ourselves and thinking, well, the one who's listening to me is me, rather than you listening to everybody else. So let's have a little look here. I'm just shuffling now. Let's have a look. I'm just going to finish shuffling there. Right, I'm going to cut the pack into 3 piles. I'm going to go for left, middle, and right. And let's have a look here. I'm going to go left, middle, right, middle. I'm going to go for the left. Cheryl, let's go for the left because we left the past behind. Okay, which areas of your life are going to be the most exciting? I've got to say this to you. It won't be work. No, definitely not work. The most exciting parts here is to do with property and houses come up in front of you in a not too distant future. And your big thing is your most exciting part here, I would say here, it looks like a grim card in some respects, but it's definitely not. It's the Ten of Swords here that comes up here. And the Ten of Swords does not necessarily mean things are awful in that way. What this mainly means here a lot of the time here is that we are changing. And some of your changes here is what you're letting go of behind you. Yes, that's what you're letting go of behind you. So I think that's one of the big things here. But no, it's not your job. It's not areas like that. They're not going to be the most exciting. It's about what you're letting go of. That's the most exciting. And I think that can then gives you more freedom. Chris, how are you doing over there? What would you like to add to this, please?
I'm going to shuffle my deck.
Okay.
The Staples Mead deck.
The Staples.
And I'm just going to pull whatever comes out. So let's see what we got here. Ooh, running on faith.
Wow. Aren't we doing well? That's in tune. I think that's in tune. If everyone's saying anything, is running on faith. Yeah. Okay. So we're going to sing a song. And what's the name of this song for you, Cheryl? Is that the song, Running on Faith?
That's the name of the song, yeah.
Fantastic.
The card would be kind of like High Priestess.
Yes. I think it's learning and seeing and be able to let go.
So Cheryl, maybe where that question may have stemmed from is kind of feeling like man, I've been through so much, like when's the good change going to come? And that was what this song was about. And this was written by a guy named Jerry Lynn Williams. He was one of Eric Clapton's writers. And I love the song. It was made famous on the Unplugged album. Lately I've been running on faith. What else can a poor girl do? Said my world would be right. Love comes back my way. 'Cause I've always been one to take it each and every day. It seems like by now I'd find a love who would care just for me. Then we'd go running on faith. And all of our dreams come true. And my world would be right. Love comes back away. Yes, it does. Love comes over me. I said love comes over you. I said love comes over me. I said love comes over you. And over me.
Wow. Wow. Whoa. Whoa. Cheryl, I bet you're absolutely in raptures about that. Thank you so much. Thank you. That was absolutely awesome. Thank you. Whew. That was good. Good. I'll tell you what I like here. Kris, when I actually see you sing is where you go to when you start singing. It's somewhere you go off somewhere. It's like the music. It's like you go, and not just, all right, you play music, but you go into it. You go into the words. You go into the energy of it all. It's just incredible to watch you. I think this is, wow, what an experience. Guys, what an experience having tonight. Thank you very much to the wonderful Kris Bullock being on the show. And we absolutely love this. Amazing. And I'm sure this is just lovely. And Cheryl says, totally lovely. Totally lovely. Whew, awesome. Right. Okay. Let's go. Just pop back up the listy here and let's go and find, I just saw here. A young lady called Val. Val, good evening, Val. Good evening. Here's a little party noise for you. There you go. How's that? And she's got a high colour orange. And question is, what can you see for me in regards to spiritual journey or future path, please? Well, this is interesting. Let's just have a little look here. And actually, while we're talking about that, Kris, I think we were having a discussion before, is that when you write music, when you write your music there, especially your own pieces yourself there, is this manifestation that is actually taking place when you write this and what that does for you.
Oh, my goodness, buddy. Yeah. It's something I learned kind of after the fact of writing the songs. So that goodbye song, I had to live that after I wrote it. I came to recognize that, I don't know, creative capacity. Now, I've always been a believer, and you asked me last episode, spirituality and music. I think that the act of creation really kind of sets us apart or teaches us that we are actually spiritual beings. We're not just some blobs of water and dirt, walking around on the planet. But I've been a more conscious creator in my life since learning that dynamic. That's for sure.
Fantastic.
No more heartbreak songs. No more heartbreak songs.
Kris can't take them. None of us can take them. Even the producer says, no more heartbreak songs. She's got people, she actually said here earlier on, she's put a message down to me. She said she's got people coming in and writing away here, and they're just going absolutely mad with all the different things. All the different people writing in. She just said, I can't handle this pressure. I can't handle this pressure of people phoning in and writing out here. Anyway, just let you know, guys, that around England at the moment is a very noisy sound of this. This is just happening now. Yeah, people are getting their hair cut now. People can now actually get their hair cut. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. Anyway, right, okay, so let's move on then. Now we're going to go to Val, and we'll come back to this discussion in just a moment, Kris, because I think that's a very valid point we need to look at there. But let's come back to Val. She goes, hi, colour orange. Question is, what can you see for me regards my spiritual journey and future path? I've just shuffled the cards. I'm going to just cut them into 3 piles, and as I'm talking here, they're here. Right, as I'm talking here, I've got a spirit guide. I haven't got a loved one in the spirit world coming through. I've actually got a spirit guide. Now, one of the pathways is, would you understand here, if I go back to the month of April, this has been partly shown to you where your spiritual journey is going. Go back to the month of April. Something's happened to you to give you a sign here, this is where you need to go. Would you understand here about your health? Your health here, I've been told here about your health, and a feeling here, not just across your chest, but fatigue through the body, that it's almost like you're living on, and this sounds awful, but it's not. It's not. It's like you're living on a time clock. Thinking here, I'm going on this here, but it's almost like the place where I was supposed to get off was back there, but I'm still running on this journey. And so I get the feeling this year there's going to be a lot of changes come up front for you, but your spirit guide is stepping forwards here. And I'm actually hearing your spirit guide's name is Abraham. Abraham. So that's very religious as well, but I'm not saying it is just religious, but I've got Abraham. And as I'm hearing this energy here, I feel that opportunities and I think directions are coming up for you around coming into this month of all things here, and also coming into August. They're going to show you again, but you've got a mighty array of spirit guides coming around you. Not just Abraham, but another one here that's coming up in front of you. And I think it's going to be immense. And if I look at the cards here, I'm going to go for the right, the pack on the right. And just looking at this particular journey here. So let's have a little look here. Your cards are coming up here to say, yes, enormous change. Jobs, jobs, they're going through change. We've got the Tower card. We've also got 5 of coins. So jobs, the way we look at work here, and fatigue and frustration is like, it's like emotionally this isn't connecting, but you are connecting here. And there is a big change here. The 2 of Swords coming up here says there is a contract coming up between you and the spirit world, and where your life is going to be taking you will be mighty big. But no, your karmic journey is changing this year, but they're all on your side. And that's what I'd like to say to you. Okay, so we definitely got big change coming up. And sometimes change can seem to be uncomfortable. When you're actually going through it, the transition is like, oh, I've needed this. Kris, what would you like to say there? Anything you would like to say coming across there for Val? So we're going through process of change. It's almost like the door, the exit to get off the road we've been on has been back there somewhere. And we're on, I wouldn't say borrowed time, but we're on a journey here thinking, well, gone past the journey, what am I supposed to learn? What am I supposed to do right now? But there seems to be something, it's like your, that was a choice back there to get off, I'd say here. But your spirit guides come up here to say here, well, the choice was there, but the change is still coming ahead. And yes, so I pick up that's going to be pretty strong. There's an interesting link to do with Scotland coming up, and there's another link coming up as well for you, which is another country abroad, but Scotland's going to be there. And Kris, what would you like to say?
Wheel
be moving on. Wheel be changing. The Wheel of Fortune.
Wheel of Fortune.
Wheel of Fortune. Yeah. Okay, let's go to Wheel of Fortune. Very much.
this time of year. Close the highway down. They don't warn the town. I stopped talking to myself, listening to the radio. A long, long time ago. I know every town worth passing through. What good does no one do? No one to show it to. And I've grown tired of traveling alone. Tired of traveling alone. I've grown tired of traveling alone. Won't you ride with me? I've grown tired of traveling alone. Tired of traveling alone. I've grown tired of traveling alone. Won't you ride with me? Won't you ride? Won't you ride? Won't you ride with me?
Whoa. Whoa. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. Thank you so much. That was just crazy. Thank you so much, Kris. That was brilliant. I'm sure to Val that really resonated to me. Once you ride with me is like the spirit guide saying to you, "Come and join me."
Bingo. That's it.
Bingo.
That was
Spirit guide saying, "Come and join. Come and work with me." Wow, 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 wow. Woo! That was quite a. Oh, it's a bit smoky in here. Yeah. Oh, crazy. I love doing this, but I'll tell you what, it's the way you sing, it's the way you put this across, hits you. It really does. And I think you got, whatever you're doing, great, Kris, here. That was, yes, even Val says that was so lovely. Yes, thank you, Kris. Very apt. Very apt. What she would love to really say, Kris, that was awesome. Thank you so much.
The British.
Yes, she should be very formal. She's writing it there, being very formal. Yes, how apt. Yes. Anyway, yes, lovely. So this process of change that we go through in our lives at the moment, where we are manifesting what we want. And it's interesting here because the old ways of manifestation, thinking, I want that particular car, I want that particular job, I want that particular direction. And I think here that is the energy at the moment is because it's very different and we're resonating to this new energy. It's not a connection, I think, of actually saying here, you're going along a particular road and that's directly what you want. It's being, but manifesting, perhaps, just being, but putting ourselves in a direction to let the universe bring part of its goodness to us as much as we're going along. How do you feel? How do you feel about that?
Yeah, that's and it's a new challenge for a lot of people, including me, especially as a fixed sign, right? That I get used to things. I like things being a certain way, or I get locked onto something and then I close out everything else, almost like horse blinders. And actually allowing yourself to kind of do that dance with let things come in. And it's a huge release of control in a way.
Whoa, yes.
And it can be very uncomfortable.
Yes, I think here that's interesting you say about the fixed signs of the zodiac. Yes, it is extremely difficult. The cardinal signs are probably going to be the ones who adapt very quickly. Yes. And Val's just saying here, absolutely really profound at the moment. She says, thank you. Amazing messages, amazing message and lyrics. And I think that was interesting. I really felt that this was like Abraham just singing, won't you come with me, ride with me. I thought that was absolutely touching. So brilliant. Woo, what an evening. What an evening. This is lovely. Okay, right. Let's just come back up here the list here a little bit, because I saw a very nice lady put in a message. There she is. She says, Tonya Cunningham, good evening to you. She says, Pink, will I be single forever? Oh, come on. Of course not. You're on the show. You're joining us. Of course you're not single, but I know what you mean. Look at your lovely picture there. A lovely blonde-haired lady like you. Gorgeous looking. Well, okay, sometimes you'll be thinking, I'm sure you'll be thinking, when do I get some space? When do I get some free time? You'll be thinking the opposite, probably not too distant future. Anyway, okay, Tonya, will I be single forever? Will I be single forever? No. And it's interesting here because as I'm talking to you at this very moment in time, I've got a very nice lady here who would like to come over. She's on the mother's side of your family. And she's saying to me here, she says here that actually I'm just trying to get her name, because I think the name starts with C, like a C name here to start off with this. I'm just waiting to see what else I get here from her. But she's just joining me here. She wants to say to me here that she was a smoker. And she also wants to say, she said, very impatient lady she used to be, she's telling me. And also she wants to give me the vibration over here that she wasn't into any of this. Wasn't into any of this at all. So for her, it's just like, now I'm over there and now it exists. And now I've got to try and get a message through to you, because that's what sometimes quite funny, really, when they were down here. And they said, no, there's no such thing as the afterlife or the spirit world. And all of a sudden, well, I'm here, I'm a spirit. Now what do I say? So they then want to come through. So this particular lady here is saying to you here, she wants to say, she says that, would you understand here that you're also moving, there's a moving home coming up, she wants to show to be here. She also wants to show me, would you understand about doing something more for yourself, more of yourself, a work life here to for yourself, and sometimes your life's got to change a little bit. Very much about responsibilities around you as well. Pick up here to do with children or areas like this here. But she's saying to me here, she says here that, would you understand your own spiritual pathway and emotional pathway has been through a lot of change. Been a lot of change here. But I feel as we start to come out a little bit more to August, as much as there's an energy shift in March that really brought in Corona and Corona time here, there's another energy shift coming up in August. This isn't about Corona though. This isn't about Corona. This is about something else. But I think that energy shift there will bring more people into your life. The thing here is what you're going to be finding yourself here very quickly. I'm just getting this flood of energy to tell you here, Tonya, is this energy that's coming into you here. Sometimes we feel like a bit overwhelming because you'll be meeting different people. Then you're going, okay, so what's right? What's wrong? Do I go left? Do I go right? Do I go with him or what's going on? And I would say here, stop. Listen from tummy. Listen from tummy area. Listen to heart. No rush. There is a gentleman who's going to be in your life in front of you, and I pick up here, you'll be very, very happy. You'll start meeting guys. Guys will be much in the picture around August, but it's October. That's going to be the month really special romantically. And let's see what happens. Okay, Tonya, I'm going to have a look at the cards here. So this is very much about being single, getting back into relationships, Kris. And if there's a song there that says that you would think about moving into love rather than letting go of stuff here, or maybe letting go of the past to enable ourselves to get into love, maybe something there. But good. 3 piles of cards left and the right. Those you just joined, this is Cafe Clairvoyance. I'm Phil Griggs, your host. This is my special, very special guest tonight, honourable guest, the wonderful Kris Bullock, and he's coming along we're doing a mixture of spirituality, readings and music, all combined together, and you guys out there are just awesome. So thank you very much for watching and joining in. And everybody saying thank you around the world as well, because quite a few people from different countries. We just like to say thank you to you. And right, in the meantime, no, Tonya, let's go left, middle, right, left, middle, right, left, middle, right, and go centre. Let's have a look here. And okay, love. Will I be single forever? Well, there's some decisions you've got to make in front of you. And actually, there's a guy who's going to be in your life. But your cards of wisdom here are fantastic. Steady. A lovely decision with a lovely man come up in front of you. It's going to be good. It's going to be fine. I also pick up here, a guy's going to really like you. You've actually pulled out a man who represent more of a fire sign like a Leo, an Aries or a Sagittarian perhaps. And but lovely energy there. And you're in control, my dear. You're in control. Do not rush a thing. You're in absolute control. So I'd say to you here, watch all what August does. It's going to be a good time, but I think your decisions about where you're really going will come up about October. Kris, pass over to you, please. Sir.
This is without a doubt temperance.
Okay. Yes, playing a long game. Playing a long game. I love that card. That card just means it's one of my favourite cards in the tarot deck. I know there's other lovely cards you can go for, Nine of Cups or things like this, but that card there is lovely. Let's go with temperance.
It is, and I got to say, Tanya, I can really share your sentiments on life in that regard sometimes. And oftentimes it's what happens, right? We just have to have a little patience. And the right thing comes in when it comes in. You know, when you have these readings sometimes, when you hear divine timing, you're like, well, I don't want it to be divine timing. I want it to be now.
What is divine timing? Is that on 24-hour clock? Yeah, what's that mean?
Well, I went down to the city hall and I had my name changed to Divine.
Oh, fantastic. Oh.
Sit here on the stairs, 'cause I'd rather be alone. If I can't have you right now, I'll wait here. There was a time when I wasn't sure, but you set my mind at ease. You know, love, there's one more thing to consider. Said, woman, take it slow, things will be just fine. You and I'll just use a little patience. Said, sugar, take the time, 'cause the lights are shining bright. You and I've got what it takes to make it, but we won't fake it. Oh, we'll never break it, 'cause I can't take it. A little patience, yeah. A little patience. I've been walking the streets at night, just trying to get it right. It's hard to see with so many around. No, I don't like being stuck in the ground, and the streets don't change, but baby, the names. I ain't got time for this game, 'cause I need you. Yeah, well, I need you. Ooh, I need you. I need you. Ooh, this time. I can still punch out Axl Rose every now and again.
That is amazing. They've been Axl Rose, but what a fitting song. My God, Tonya, I tell you what, that was just like, whoa. For me, that was just, I don't know, obviously, I've never met you, but I know you're out in Spain somewhere. But I felt just doing that song there, and the way the energy was coming across you, and your nana, as you're saying here as well. But I really just loved that. That was, whoa, amazing. Amazing way. Kris, you're a star and a half there.
Oh, thank you, sir.
It's funny, actually.
Yeah, Tanya, sometimes we don't want to hear that. We don't want to hear just be patient. Trust me, I know. But it sometimes it just comes when you least expect. And I think you mentioned something about her climbing into some purpose-driven work or something along those lines. And, you know, that's what's going to probably attract that in. But and then you'll look back and go, thank God it didn't happen then.
Yes. There is
Yeah.
that way sometimes, isn't it? And you think, even doing a house move, you're thinking, oh God, that house I want is gone. That's it. My life's finished. And yeah, you wait a few more months and a far better house comes up, for example. Yes, even better people come into your life here. Tonya says, oh, thank you so much. I will take my time to get out more, lol. She says, you married, Kris? You married by any chance?
I'm single.
Don't say that anymore. Everybody's going to say, me. Oh dear, and that's the married ones.
Well, initially, I felt drawn to change my card. Initially, what popped out was nothing compares to you.
Okay.
Because I really think sometimes, Tanya, you may not be aware of it, but there are probably people in your life you're not picking up on it, but they probably feel that way about you.
Yes.
And sometimes we have to kind of get into our own space to. I don't know. It's like a self-love thing. We talked about manifestation earlier, and I know we're kind of running up against the clock here, but
no. Don't worry about the clock. We'll go a few minutes over. I think we got to.
It's just. I found recently that I can't even launch into what I would normally do in terms of manifestation. I have written sheets and things like that. I actually have to back it up a step and actually talk self-love for a while first, just to get myself into a space where I can then go, oh, because otherwise I just look at the stuff that I've written down and go, whatever. So I kind of did a Ronald Reagan there. I was like, well, and then left myself off going, I went down a tangent. I don't know where I was going with it. But no, what that really comes down to, Tanya, is I hate to pontificate, I really do. But maybe that might help you, is to step into that space where you just kind of you spend time building yourself up, because the energies are really rough right now. And if you're a sensitive person or a sensitive sign, you can really be feeling like you're just rolling around in the surf going, when can I stand up here? And that might be a good way to get into that space. And then you may come to a point where you realize, wow, it's been around me all the time.
Yeah.
I just wasn't seeing it.
Yes, and it's interesting because when you're resonating on the energy and you come from a place of absolute love for yourself. So Sophia, Scorpio, oh, that's a strong sign. Now it's very interesting here at the moment because very much to do with Scorpio energy is quite out there, it's quite intense at the moment. And it's that ability to go very deep, to be careful where you go the depth too, because very brilliant energy here about trust, about wanting to go within yourself to find that depth and passion, which is always there. Well, also here, I think, is when you got that energy connected with it, your DNA changes. It's like we're saying that purge of letting go of the negativity. Once you let go of negativity and then you then resonate on this lovely energy of yourself, in that sense there, that I think some of the things, amazing things that start to happen here is you start to bring out the real essence of Tonya-ness. And then people get it. And then people start to go, hey, Tonya, where you been? Where you been? And they all want to be with you, the right people, and you start resonating with the right people. I really believe that energy is super, super strong. I've got a little friend here, and he may come up here. But he's always, he loves singing. He loves singing and songwriting. But here he is. This is Batchy. Batchy is the woofer. And yes, he wanted to say hello. So there you go. You can say hello, can't you, buddy? Hey? Yes, that's it. Yes, he wants a walk and he wants a wee, but you'll have that in a minute. There you go, mate.
Anyway, so because I have a friend here too that wanted to kind of pop up and say hello. There he is.
Now, Tonya, are you sure you want to hang out with this guy? Oh, they're saying, oh, Betty, oh dear. Right. Betty says, oh, yes, being an empath during this time has been rough for empaths. Yes, it certainly has. Tonya says, thank you very much so much. And he says, oh, lovely. That's very nice. So there you go, Betty, you're famous there. Oh, so cute, so cute. Thank you very much. Okay, now we're going to do another reading here. Now, Cabaret Clairvoyance, Tuesday spiritual shows, 8 p.m. now, rather than 9 p.m. It's 8 p.m. EU, 7 p.m. UK. And next week we've got the wonderful spiritual medium. The wonderful spiritual medium. Sounds like the wonderful Wizard of Oz, doesn't it? The wonderful spiritual medium. Helen Grady is coming on, and that's always a lively show where we do mediumship. We share the mediumship together, and we have it's an insane evening of laughter, funniness, and mediumship. And a shout out as well to Helen Davis and Spread Some Sunshine. And you'll find her on there. She's actually got a group called Spread Some Sunshine. It is helping to save money out in villages, which is in Sri Lanka. But they're in a very desperate state. I know we all go through difficult times, but they're even more desperate. Okay, right. Okay, like a bit of fun for me, says. Yes, you need a bit of fun. Yep, Paul Sarah says. Yep. Now, hang on a minute. You two need to get together. This is Paul Sarah saying, yep, he's sending love to you. Do you realize what's going on? We've got a bit of a dating thing going here. Paul Sarah is saying hi to Tiny. This is magic. This is magic. You guys just carry on with your love shack. What are you on about? We are like terrible lot. Anyway, there you go. There it is. Said it before. I'll say it again. Scorpios are lovely people. So Scorpio to Scorpio. Oh heaven. Where are you two? We're down here somewhere. Down there somewhere. You're miles away. Or in somewhere anyway. Right. And Cheryl says, cancers are great. Yes, they're very nice people. Yes. Everybody's lovely. Anyway, good. Right. One more. So let's have a little look here. And we're going to go for Eleni. Eleni, very good evening to you. Needs to be a fire sign, lol. See. You could find her as a little gentleman here who's a fire sign. Anyway. Anyway, let's have a look here. Eleni says, my role at work is different at the moment and will change again in September. Will it be a nice role? Okay. You can either go near Austria and have a Swiss roll. Is that good? You can either go to Greenland and have an Arctic roll. Would that be even better? Sorry, this is getting so silly. Sorry, this is getting silly now. Okay, right. Will our role be different? Let's have a little look here. Eleni, let's have a little butcher's. She says hi. Let's get her up here. Ellie, let's have a little look at your reading here. Interesting enough, when you write the music there, Kris, just whilst I'm going through the cards here, when you write the music and you go into that place, is that somewhere that, where's your best idealism? Is it like walking in the woods? Is it sat in a bath? Is it just driving along in your car? Where's your best vibration for this?
Drugs and alcohol.
We just edit that bit out. So we're going to edit that bit out of the show tonight.
No, actually, my songwriting coach taught me something one time. It's a great quote. I'd love to be able to attribute it to the person that actually said it. They said, the muse is a fickle person, but I find that she normally shows up at 9 a.m. sharp.
Okay.
And that was, this person would set aside 9 a.m. every day to sit down and write.
Okay.
It really comes down to deciding when to do it. Sometimes you produce something magical inside of a few minutes, and sometimes it takes a few months to tease out. Like a book isn't written in an afternoon. And some people, some writers even say, well, I sit down, I wrote all day and I didn't come up with anything, or I got one gold nugget. And it's just about writing over time and sifting out the gold nuggets. It's really just about discipline, sitting down and actually writing.
Okay.
And I find having deadlines is huge. If I'm up against a deadline, all the better, because that forces me to go through the uncomfortable process of, like, I can sit down and play the guitar for hours. When it comes to lyrical writing and blueprinting a song and really making it fit, and then that kind of thing, it really is something that takes sitting down and going through the fire to get it done.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think even me to sit down and write, I've got to find here that I sometimes find here when I'm in the shower, water especially just generates thoughts and things like this, inspiring that. Or when I'm out in the woods with my dog, in terms of being around trees or nature, a place like that is another place of inspiration. And Yes, wonderful. Okay, Emily says here, so she's looking at a job at the moment. Will her role be nice? Will she be okay? And well, the main card you pull out here, which is a very powerful card, is the Empress. And the Emperor is a lovely card. It's about feminicity. It's about being in tune with yourself and having that self-belief and power. I think what we've got to be careful sometimes reality, is not to put negatives into the equation when we don't even know if it's going to be positive or negative. To avoid that, but to believe in yourself and to believe your own energy there. I think when you start then to come round, as you start to go around from September onwards, I think you'll find things being a little bit different and not what you expect. But actually, your role, I think here, you'll thoroughly enjoy. But yeah, so it's just different, like meeting new people. It's just change is a funny thing, isn't it? But with the Empress there, you're in a very powerful place. And sometimes recognizing who we are. Kris, anything you'd like to say?
Yeah, I wasn't really going to plan on pulling this one out. But I would say it's very close to the Empress, the Queen of Pentacles.
Okay. Yes, still a very powerful woman, very powerful change, very powerful. Yes. She says, okay, Thigis. What are you drinking? You got wine or something? You got wine going on there, Ellie? What are you doing? Crazy woman. Okay, thanks. Ah, that's what she meant. Okay, thanks.
All right.
Okay.
Queen of the cafe scene.
Queen of the cafe scene. Whoa, Ellie, go for it. Let's rock this. Brilliant.
Real sexy woman knocked me off my feet. Queen of the city, queen of the cafe scene. She is a real sexy woman. Queen of the city, queen of the cafe, queen of the cafe, queen of the cafe, queen of the cafe scene. Little ode to Phil, right here.
Thank you very much.
Right here. Well, I woke up this morning, got myself a beer.
Good idea.
Well, I woke up this morning, got myself a beer. Question we might all be asking: future's uncertain, the end is always near. Let it roll, baby, roll. Let it roll, baby, roll. Let it roll, baby, roll. Let it roll all night long. That's what I'd say, Eleni. Let it roll.
Let it roll. Let it roll.
Play
Kris,
that roll.
Let it roll. That was Kris. That's absolutely fantastic. Wow, what an evening. What an evening. I tell you what, I just love doing this. I love doing the show and having the special guests on. Because it just, Tuesday nights are just awesome. And this has just been an awesome show. So, woo, Ellie, thank you very, very much indeed. Kris, we'd love to have you back on again as we probably get in September time onwards. We'd love to see you back on. I think that would be absolutely amazing. To all you guys out there who've got a message, I'm sure you'll feel absolutely touched as anything by the music that you got for this especially. And yes, Kris, just awesomeness. Thank you very much. And just to ask you actually, in fact, just to come back to this, Mandy says here, message for Kris: God has gifted you with extraordinary talent for music, and would you write a song titled I'm Loving Angels instead? Well, the only thing is he could write a song called I'm Loving Angels instead, but there's already a song out there called I'm Loving Angels Instead, which was by Robbie Williams. So she said, please think about it. It's been prompted by Spirit to ask this, but maybe there's a song that's with the angel with the words slightly different. Instead of angels, I'm just loving. How's that?
I am taking that down right now.
Okay, it's there on the feed anyway. It's there on the feed there. Good. And let's just have a little look here. So everybody's saying thank you here. Great show as usual. Good night. God bless. Thank you. Wonderful show. Thank you very much. Karen says here, beautiful music, lovely show as always. Please come on again, Kris. Take care all. See you all next time. And Kris, absolutely fabulous. And I think just to round up this, Kris, I'm just around what we've been talking about through the message through this, about that message of listening to your heart and coming out with your heart. Is there anything that you would like to add there that you've experienced yourself which has helped you?
Yeah, well, I would just kind of reiterate that, for those of us, and I know it came up here recently in the comments about empaths, taking it hard. I think this is working for me. Just sit back and just kind of review, and just kind of love yourself for a while and just look at yourself. And, this has been a really huge tower year for me, in a lot of respects. And it's led to a lot of, really beautiful developments in my life. And it's like Phil and I were talking about at the beginning of before we got on the show here, we talked about how, there's a yin and a yang, a beauty and to every detriment, and there can be a detriment to every beauty. Usually it's that whole saying of when we succeed we party, or when we fail we ponder, kind of thing. And it's sometimes it's our low points in life that actually lead to the high points in life, and that's the wonderful dance of life, with the peaks and the valleys.
Yep.
You wouldn't know the peaks if you didn't have the valleys. So it's all instrumental. It's all good.
Yes, I think here that it's all part of a learning curve, and it's the biggest thing here is, no matter what the valleys are, the peaks are going to be great. The valleys is the way we respond to them and the way we learn from them. I think that's where I go there. But Kris, just to say a big thank you to you once again. And big round of applause from us here. Big round of applause from the producer. I know Deborah's absolutely just mind blown by how well the show's gone, and your lovely comments, people. Thank you so much. Thank you to everybody who's joined in the show. And guys, see you very, very soon. See you tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock in Spain, 10 o'clock in the UK for the Spiritual Astrology Show with the wonderful Guillermo. Guys, take soon. God bless. And big love. Burger. Don't forget the burger. That's it. Or sandwich, burger. Yes, big love and burger. Take care.
Yeah.